In our digital world, there are these invisible guardians, silent watchmen, who stand guard over the systems we all rely on every single day. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and step into their world. This is the story of a silent vigil. Picture this. The city is just starting to wake up. There's that soft, gray light filtering through the windows, promising a day that hasn't really begun yet. For most of us, this is that quiet moment, right? That little bit of peace before the rush begins. Yeah, the streets are pretty much empty. And those huge office towers that will be buzzing with activity in just a few hours? Right now, they're dark, they're silent. Most of us are still at home just getting our morning coffee. But if you look closely, in one of those dark buildings, there's a single monitor glowing. It's like a small beacon in the dark. It's a sign, isn't it? A sign that for someone, the day has already begun. The watch has started. This is Michael. He's a Citrix administrator. Now, that's a job title that I think is one of the most misunderstood in all of tech. See, his day doesn't start with frantically fixing things that are already broken. No, it starts with watching to make sure nothing breaks in the first place. He calls it the morning watch. And it isn't really about action, it's all about observation. Kind of like a guard on a castle wall, just scanning the digital horizon. He looks at his dashboards, sips his coffee, and he watches. And this right here, this quote, really gets to the heart of what he does. Most people think IT is about fighting fires, right? But a truly great administrator knows their real job is to look for that first little wisp of smoke. They're more like a detective, always searching for the smallest clue that something's about to change. And then the first message of the day pops up. It's a common one. My desktop is slow today. Now, this could mean anything, or it could mean absolutely nothing. Michael doesn't just reboot a server. He doesn't rush to a fix. He just pauses and thinks. And this is the crucial question he asks himself. See, he's not here just to solve one person's problem. He's here to protect the health of the entire system. Is this just an isolated issue, or is it maybe the first little tremor of something much bigger? So the quiet investigation begins. He starts looking for patterns. Are other people from the same office having this issue? Did these problems all start around the same time? Because, one complaint is just noise, but 5 complaints? Now that's a signal. But Michael's job is so much more than just watching screens. To really prevent fires, he has to understand the whole building, so to speak. This makes him more than just a technician. You could call him an architect of calm, and his work is all about protecting the business. He has to know what the business is planning. Is there a huge marketing campaign about to launch? Is the finance team getting ready for that end-of-quarter rush? His job is to see these things coming and make sure the whole digital foundation is strong enough to handle it. Because, let's be honest, an outage is never just a technical problem. If the system goes down during payroll week, well, people don't get paid. That is a direct hit to the business. It can stop the entire company in its tracks. And that's the quiet weight Michael carries every day. The day goes on, mostly in quiet observation. But then, in the middle of the afternoon, something shifts. It's not a loud crash. It's a subtle change, something almost impossible to notice. It's just this little flicker on a graph, a tiny shift in the data that almost nobody would ever see. But Michael sees it. You see, the storm doesn't arrive with a thunderclap. It arrives with a whisper. What is it? Login times are creeping up. Just by a few seconds. It's not enough for people to start complaining. Not yet, but it's enough. This is the smoke he was looking for all morning, and this is the moment his entire day of watching has prepared him for. There's no alarm bell, no frantic race to fix a problem. Instead, there's just calm coordination. Michael sends a clear, simple message to his team. The goal isn't to be a hero, it's to be a professional. And in his world, calmness is a strategic tool. And that communication, it's just as important as any technical fix. It manages expectations, it builds trust. Because silence creates panic. But calm, honest updates, well, that creates confidence that the whole situation is under control. So behind the scenes, Michael and his team work quietly. They make a few very precise adjustments, they reroute some digital traffic, analyze the data flow, and then the storm just passes. The crisis is over before most people even knew it had begun. The login times go right back to normal. Nobody sends a thank you email. There are no high fives. The day just ends. And that right there is the whole point. The greatest success, the most profound victory, is the one that goes completely unnoticed. It's a silent victory. So what is the real work of an administrator like Michael? I think it's time we look past the myth and really understand the deeper reality of this silent profession. This is the key difference right here. Most people think admins install software and restart services, but in reality, they're preventing issues and thinking ahead. It's not about fixing broken things, it's about protecting business hours. It's not about reacting with speed, it's about succeeding with judgment. This kind of work is not for the thrill seeker. It's really a calling for a different kind of person. Someone who finds real satisfaction in stability, who masters the art of calm problem solving, and who willingly accepts a quiet and often totally invisible responsibility. So if you remember just one thing from Michael's day, let it be this. Admins don't chase fires. They are the patient guardians who quietly make sure the fire never even starts. Our society, we celebrate the hero who runs into the fire. But maybe there's another kind of hero we should also celebrate. The one who inspects the building so carefully that the fire never has a chance to start. For them, success is silence. Their victory is a day where nothing happens at all. And maybe, just maybe, that is the greatest victory there is.